I'm about to say a lot of controversial things, starting with Hunt Showdown is a difficult game. I know, so bold to say. But because it's a hard game to learn, I think that's one of the reasons we've seen the player count only gradually increase. People try the game, but they don't necessarily stick around. Hunt Showdown is difficult, but not in the same way that Escape from Tarkov is difficult. Whatever your opinions on Escape from Tarkov are, most people that have played it would agree that the hardcore, unforgiving nature of it is kind of the appeal. It's the Dark Souls of multiplayer FPS, not you. To really get it, you need Excel spreadsheets of vendor prices and ballistic data for your ammunition types and blah blah blah. And while Hunt Showdown kind of has that with bullet penetration and muzzle velocity, it also has this level of approachability too. Is your weapon firing light, medium, or long ammo? You have one health bar divided into sections rather than limbs with individual health bars and injuries. And yet, despite it being approachable, it's still such a challenge to learn everything, to actually be good at the game. And this uneven middle ground of approachability where it's kind of hardcore, kind of not, is exactly why I think Hunt Showdown needs new ways to play it. In recent updates, we've seen Crytek introduce new tools to onboard new players, like the scripted tutorial that teaches some of the basics and the shooting range that allows you to see damage data and try out different weapons. Both of these are an attempt to make Hunt Showdown more approachable for new players. The problem is, those are just a doormat. When players land in the swamps of a real multiplayer match, it's akin to me inviting you over to my house, taking your coat to make you feel more comfortable, and then punching you in the face. Welcome. Don't get me wrong, Hunt should remain a difficult game. I don't want Crytek to change the nature of it, but I also understand why new players get turned off by it. I recently did a video where I helped my girlfriend get her first kill in Hunt Showdown. That video will be in the pinned comment if you want to check it out, but what I learned in guiding her and other new players is that anyone who doesn't absolutely crack shots or enjoy a meme just doesn't have that much to do in Hunt Showdown, especially when playing with players that have a much higher MMR.
I hate this game.
I took 2 polls in the last week to see if other players had experienced this too. One, seeing if your friends stuck around after trying Hunt Showdown, and the other, seeing if there is a disparity in MMR with your friends that you play with. I'll link to both of those below, but maybe subscribe if you want to participate in future polls. What those polls revealed though is that many people leave the game because they find it frustrating, and about half of us play in groups with an MMR disparity, and that's okay. People play that way and it's still fun. My 3-star teammate can still have a laugh even while he is burning on the ground, but I think Hunt Showdown can preserve its identity, but also give players new ways to engage with the game. You might be thinking, Home wants to make the game more casual. I don't, but I want Crytek to highlight a trend that they've already started. We've already seen some of this, like with a Stalker Beetle that you can use for reconnaissance or extinguishing allies, the new deployable medkit, the deployable toolbox, the ammo box. There are ways to play a supporting role for your team. Even older traits like Necromancer are good for support, but none of those things have felt like a direct effort to give new players a role among veterans. So what I'm proposing borrows heavily from class-based games, but I'm not suggesting Hunt Showdown should adopt classes. However, look at some of the popular examples of multiplayer co-op, and you'll see there are more ways to have fun than chasing frags. BattleBit has taken the world by storm, and I think that's in part because you don't have to be the most skilled gunner in the game. You can spend the whole time healing friendly players as a medic, or chasing down vehicles to disable them, or transporting your troops back and forth between bases. And the fun parts of Overwatch, you can play a crucial tank role or be your teammate's miracle healer. I think you see where I'm going with this. I would love to see Crytek continue to expand the arsenal for weapons that can have a supporting role. Maybe it's time we see a healing bolt in the hand crossbow that can be used to heal your allies, but not yourself. Maybe we can see XP incentives for more team support actions, not just reviving allies, but healing them as well. Maybe we can see more pack trait experiments, not just tailored as a buff to solo players, but tailored to a low entry utility like Instinct. I'm not saying keep Instinct, but something that is easy to do and adds value to the team. As we add these things, players that are new to the game or playing in a group with a disparity in MMR will have new things to do, but also a reason to stick it out as they pick up more of the complex mechanics of the game. New players struggle to get kills, they struggle with map knowledge, they struggle learning all the weapons and different traits, but they don't struggle to understand teammates need health, teammates need ammo, teammates need information. They might not know where to get health or which ammo or what information to provide, but I think people naturally understand the basics of cooperation. How can I help the team accomplish its goals? I know a lot of people will say new players should just practice in the shooting range or play Sole Survivor, the mode that used to be called Quick Play, and they will learn that way. But honestly, I don't think so. If I told my girlfriend to play Soul Survivor, I don't think she would be any more prepared to take on a trio and bounty hunt. Hunt is complicated and hard, and there's something about it that just works better if it gets demonstrated to you. And as it is now, new players and lower MMR players could have more fun taking on these difficult lobbies if they had more tools and incentives to contribute. This is probably just a long way to say I want healing bolts on a hand crossbow, but really I do want to see new ways to cooperate with my trio that don't necessarily involve being the top guns on the map. I want to see more people find the game and enjoy it as they learn it. I want to see a post-match screen that highlights my teammates' support actions, not just their kills and their deaths. Anyway, that's just something I've been thinking this week. Let me know your thoughts on it down below, and until the next video, goodbye.